Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 1st, and today was a beautiful day outside, plenty hot, plenty windy. Started off overnight, we had some crazy thunderstorms and lightning, quite a bit of rain came down, washed off some of the dirt and that in the roads, and kind of cleaned up some of the mess that way and stuff, but it cleared off fairly early. My plan was to get up and take off running in the dark for my sixth attempt at a marathon of 2014. I'm going to do a dozen of them, and this was going to be my halfway point. And with the storm overnight, one, I couldn't get to sleep last night worth a damn. Then the storm woke me up numerous different times, and when it was still dark, I got up. It was about 5 o'clock, and I thought, well, I've got 45 minutes before the sun comes up. I'll get dressed, I'll grab myself some food, and I'll head out. And then I thought, you know what, it's still storming, it's still crappy out, and I didn't really feel like being out there. So I put it off and said, screw it, go back to bed, get up, get your stuff done for the day, whatever you want to do, and then go out and run. I was going to take off, I don't know, sundown, I think. Sunset's like 8 something, 8:45, something like that, was set for. My thought was if I take off running about 7:30, give me an hour or so of daylight, then it'll be nice and dark in the evening. Run with my headlamp. I like running at night, works really well. My flashing lights and stuff. I think sometimes actually it's safer to run at night with all the flashing lights. It distracts people a little more and kind of catches their attention, as opposed to running in the daytime where people don't expect to see you out there, and there's nothing to really draw your eye to, you to their eye. So my thought was, I'll go ahead, I'll head out an hour, maybe 2 hours before dark, get my run on that way. It'll cool off nice and just be a beautiful run for me. That was my plan. Didn't get back to sleep much. Kind of dozed in and out of stuff. Watched some Netflix and that. Finally gave up. Said to hell with it. Got up. Ate a couple bagels. Kind of hung around here a little bit. And then for some weird, stupid reason, I decided, hey, why not just go run now? Not to worry about the late night thing. Not to worry about the whole dreading it all day. So I took off. Took the dog with me. Bruce and I headed out. Didn't go anywhere. I kind of thought about taking off, going running like Des Moines, maybe run down to Kansas City, something like that, and run it down there. Visit my cousin. Obviously, it was way too late to make that trip that far down there. Also, as late as stars I got, I didn't want to make the trip to Des Moines, and I knew with the heat, my dog was not going to be able to handle the whole run. And either place, whether it be Kansas City or Des Moines kind of thing and that, running the trails, I was going to leave him in the van, the car, whatever, and I don't think the 12-volt redneck air conditioner that I made for him would be enough to offset that long a time to leave him in there for a couple hours kind of thing at one setting. I don't want to, definitely not there where I can't come back and check it often and make sure how it's working out. So I decided to heck with it and just took off running from here. Ran from my place over to Cincinnati. It's like 8 miles away, not a big deal there. Got there, turned around, heading back, and the dog really started kind of fading on me the last, I don't know, about 10 miles or so into the run there. And I'd stepped in like a hole or on like a giant rock. I don't know what the hell it was. There's something there on the trail thing that I was at that just smashed into the bottom of my foot, twisted it. I heard a giant popping sound, not a breaking sound, more like a joint popping. And it was right between, like, if you, like, this was, pretend your fingers, like, right in here of my toes. It, like, on my foot, it smashed up my left foot, and it just, instantly, I screamed out, oh, I just, like, it hurt so bad. I yelled out. I actually just kind of scared the dog. It was so bad, and I was like, holy crap. I stopped for a second, tried to move my toes around and stuff, and they were hurting like crazy. Kept on running. I'd say within a quarter mile, my foot was just throbbing so bad. I was scared to take my shoe off because I was afraid if it was swelling, I was not going to be able to shoe back on, and I also didn't want to see what it is. A lot of times I'm big on that whole, if you can't fix it, don't even look at it. So we ended up heading back, and I don't know if that kind of helped slow him down, but he already stopped and took a rest in the grass. He likes to roll around the tall grass to cool off. That right there had already happened once before that, and then that happened. So we started walking up the hill, still trying to run. At 10 miles in, I was, let's see here, no, at 16 miles in, I was still 10 minutes ahead of pace. My run pace, which was a 10:40, which would have been my fastest marathon by a few seconds, not a big deal. And I thought, no problem there. I've still got plenty of time, 10 minutes ahead of pace. We started walking all up hills, and then my dog really started bonking bad on me. He was just overheating. The sun was kicking him really bad because the black coat and that he's super hot dog anyway. So he stopped 4 different times to kind of lay in the grass and kind of play in the water and that kind of thing. Found a couple puddles, splashed a bunch of water on him. One of them I found a plastic cup that was in the mud puddle, so I actually used that to basically pour on top and help cool him off a little bit. Finally made it back home. He ended up doing 16 miles with me up to that point. Got him home, got him in the house, and air conditioning, all that good stuff. I took off to go finish. Actually filled my hydro pack first. Took off to go finish, and I did a lot of walking. Ended up being like a 5-hour, 20+ minute marathon, which is absolutely ridiculous. But the last part, I was doing a lot of walking. I didn't care. My only goal was, I actually thought about just calling it off and just saying to hell with it and just going and doing it a few days from now. And I thought, no, screw it. I don't give a damn if I'm walking, crawling, or running. As long as I finish this thing, it's the only thing that matters to me. So I headed out, tried to find some shade around some trails. Not a lot of shade out there, but I did the best I could. Ended up coming back home again, had to use the restroom and stuff. Also had to refill my hydro pack again. With the walking part, and I think the pain in my foot was really making me want to drink a lot more fluid. So I was definitely taking in a bunch more fluids, which was good for me. Never going to hurt too much to have too many fluids out there when you're out running stuff. Drank some pomegranate, blueberry juice. Everybody's blackberry, I don't know. It was really damn good. But I like that. Threw in some Powerade in my hydro pack, which is something I never do. Threw in their stuff on the first time I got back, and that seemed to help get some electrolytes in my system. Got back home finally after the whole thing was all over and done with. I'm so glad to have it over. Probably the worst run of my life. Absolutely one of the worst runs of my life. If not the worst, top 3 for sure. So definitely just was whipped after the whole thing. Got home, couldn't find anything I wanted to eat. I had, got my shower, got cleaned up, got cooled off. Ended up ordering some pizzas. Definitely not the best recovery food, but who gives a damn. I've had that, had a couple little candy bars, some York peppermint patties, that kind of stuff. And then got on Twitter for the run chat, and basically it's on Twitter longer than I've ever been on Twitter straight through. Ton of run chat, great conversation there. Also end up chatting with I don't know if they're a friend or not, a Twitter friend, let's put it that way. And a lady I've been giving her a hard time about how old she is and giving her a bunch of crap there. So we've been chatting and stuff. It's now, I'm not sure what time it is. It's like, I don't know, probably 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. It's 1:55 right now, actually, in the morning. I finally just kind of stopped chatting. She's got to head to bed. She tried to go to bed earlier. She woke back up, insomnia, that kind of thing. Great conversation that way. My mind's racing. I can't shut it off. Last 4 marathons I've done this year, I can never sleep the first night after the marathon. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's a mess. So hopefully I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll work or not. Tomorrow is going to be virtually a complete rest day. I'm going to try and do virtually nothing. I'll go get my 1 mile run in on a course, and then from there, not much else going on. So the only other thing I did today is I was talking to a friend of mine. We've been chatting quite a bit off and on, and we kind of talked about a handful of things in our lives going to. Different little things that we basically admit we both need to spend a little more time physically in each other's presence. That'll definitely help quite a bit, I think, too. So anyway, pretty much all I've got to do left now is to kick the dog over on the side of the bed a little more to make some more room so I can fit there too. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.